It's January 27th, 2026. Welcome to yes2hellwith.com. Most people argue about taxes without ever defining the word that controls the entire conversation. That word is taxpayer. In the Internal Revenue Code, taxpayer is defined at 26 U.S.C. 7701A 14, and it's a short definition. Quote, a taxpayer is any person subject to any internal revenue tax, end quote. That definition is not inspirational, it's not philosophical, it's not political, it's jurisdictional. Now watch what that definition does and what it does not do. It does not say any person who exists. It does not say any person who earned money. It does not say any person who received a paycheck. It says any person subject to an internal revenue tax, meaning the term taxpayer does not create liability. It describes a category, someone who is already subject to a tax. So in the Liberty Dialogue's context, the definition itself forces order. Authority first. Who is claiming the right to treat you or me as subject to this tax? Not the IRS as a brand name, not a letterhead, not a system. A real actor claiming lawful authority to apply a tax to a specific person. Jurisdiction second. Subject to is a jurisdictional phrase. It implies reach, a legal basis that places a person inside the tax scope. If taxpayer means person subject to tax, then the first real question is, what makes this person subject here, now, under this statute for this period? Because if taxpayer is assumed without jurisdiction being established, the entire process begins with presumption instead of proof. And that's exactly how people get trapped. They respond as if taxpayer is a synonym for citizen or living human. They explain, they defend, they confess, they concede. They treat the label as automatic when the statute defines it as conditional. Number 3, obligation. Only after authority is identified and jurisdiction is established does obligation even become a real discussion. Obligation is not the starting point. It is the consequence if and only if the earlier steps hold. Now let's tighten this into one line you should remember. Quote, the system wants you to start by arguing obligation. The Liberty Dialogue's context and method forces the system to establish jurisdiction first, end quote. And that is why definitions matter. When you keep taxpayer in its statutory meaning, you stop debating emotions and start demanding structure. Who is asserting authority? By what jurisdiction are you claiming that I or anyone is subject to this tax? Only then what obligation follows. That is discipline. And discipline is how you and I prevent presumption from becoming a reality. And as always, may truth reign supreme.